Hello everyone, my name is Haven, and today I'm playing the Horrorscope Fatal Awakening. So, if you've seen the video, and it's only four people that have seen it, so not a lot of people have seen this. But I did the first game of this, the Horrorscope. So this is the second one, which is Fatal Awakening. So I guess we're going to continue on with this, and I don't know if they're going to be asking the same questions or different ones. And I don't really remember my experience playing the Horoscope, but it's no different than the Confession, which I recently did, and yeah, that's pretty much it. It basically just asks you a series of questions, and you got to be honest about them. So that's that's what this is about. So I guess without further ado, we're gonna jump right into this and see what probing questions this game is gonna ask, and I guess learn a little bit about ourselves, or at least me. So, new game. Before experiencing, it is highly recommended that you wear headphones, or at the very least, have your volume up. Fair enough. Just as important as having the volume turned up on your system comes this next tip. Turn all the lights off in your room. Do I have to? I guess you'll see me better if I do, so hold on. I don't see why it really matters. But to humor the game, I have my headphones on. I'm not going to have them turned up all the way. I'm not trying to go deaf. So they're just going to have to deal with me not going deaf. Trust me, you will get a much better benefit from playing the Horoscope Fatal Awakening by having the volume on and the lights off. Well, the volume's on, so that's as much as you're going to get out of me. Playing this game in complete darkness is the only way to truly immerse yourself in the Horoscope Fatal Awakening to its maximum potential. Well, I got Family Guy playing in the background, and that's not really going to change anything for me because I have lights on right here, so it's not going to change anything. So let's just play it. Are you ready to continue? Yes, I am. I mean, my lights are off, but it doesn't say anything about the TV. But I'm not in complete darkness either. I guess we're not going to start off with a lie now, are we? Why don't you just come on back when you've grown a spine and you're not ready for this experience? We'll be waiting right here for your return. You bitch. Alright, let me go fuck with the TV. Hold on. Didn't change much, so you're gonna have to deal with it. And plus, we're playing this on a PC. Not all the lights, it's not gonna be complete darkness. So, let's do this. Yeah, okay, we did that. We did that. Did that. Did that. Did that. Yes. Okay. Wonderful news. We can continue. Many of the scenarios and questions presented to you in this game are based on true stories and or real-life events and experiences. I can see why they wanted me to turn off the lights and have the volume all the way up. The developers of this game are not responsible for any supernatural, ghostly, or demonic hauntings or damages that occur during or after playing this game. By continuing, you are accepting full liability of anything that takes place. I don't know if games can be that supernatural, though that would be cool, I suppose. Well. What do we have here? I'm surprised to see that you're still alive. You really shouldn't be here. I have a feeling that you came here today because you're interested in peering into your future. More specifically, the end of your future. The fact that you're here right now tells me that you've already managed to dodge a bullet. As I said, you really shouldn't be here. If you think you can somehow manage to escape death twice, however, well, let's just say the odds are not very much in your favor. Nevertheless, you're here now, and I've not much else better to do, so I suppose we can get started with this whole process. You do know, this kind of deal comes with a price, right? I don't normally just hand out fate readings freely. If you've come to me in the past and I didn't charge you, I must have been having a very good morning or feeling quite generous. I will make you a deal. I will tell you how you're going to die, but it's going to cost you 10% of your remaining time on this earth. If you got 10 years to live, I get one of those years. If you got 60 years to live, I get 6 of those years. You understand, right? Now, I'm not going to tell you how much time you've got left, but I will tell you how your time will come to an end. And if you pay close enough attention, you might even be able to avoid tragedy altogether and buy yourself a little extra time amongst the living. That sounds like a pretty fair deal, don't you think? So what do you say? Do we have a deal? Sure, we have a deal. Because if I say sorry, no deal, the game's just gonna end. So we're just gonna say yeah. Wonderful. I'll be happy to show you what most don't get to see. Now, in order for me to see what I need to see, I need you to do something that most people are unable to do. Something so simple, yet for some reason so incredibly difficult. And that's tell the truth, essentially. I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and I need you to answer them for me. Now, that's not the hard part, you see. The most difficult part of this entire process is that I need you to answer them honestly. Some of these questions may be easy for you to answer with the utmost truth and the best of intentions. But some other questions? Now, let me tell you, some questions may be incredibly difficult to answer. Because answering some of these questions may make you feel like a truly awful, despicable, disgusting, immoral human being. But let me tell you a little secret. There's no such thing as a good human. Everyone has their quirks. Everyone has their problems. Everyone has their vices. And everyone has their demons. Now that that's out of the way, we're going to begin. Alright. If you answer these questions twice, your advice may change. It's not just about answering the questions, it's about many different variables. And I cannot stress this enough. No matter how uncomfortable you are, no matter how bad it may make you feel, you must be 100% entirely honest with your answers. If you lie, you cannot be saved. Suffering will know no bounds, and you will regret not taking a little extra time to think before answering. Take your time. Do not rush. Really think about the answers you're giving. Alright. I know I guess I wasn't paying attention with the confession one, and I did get one answer wrong. So it's fair to say that I probably deserved that fate. But we'll see what happens here. This has been your final warning. Whatever happens to you from this point on is out of my control. And here we go. When you were younger, did you believe in the Tooth Fairy? I don't think I did. I think I understood because I think I was told the Tooth Fairy wasn't real. I think really what it came down to is I still followed through with it because I was told to, but I didn't believe it. I knew that like my parents or whoever would put money under my pillow or whatever. But I mean, thinking back and reflecting, like if I actually ever believed, I don't think I ever consciously thought about it. I just like the idea of getting something, money, So, I don't think I did. But I did engage in it anyways because, you're getting something out of it, so why not? Do you ever feel dead inside? All the time, baby. You very well might be. Have you ever had thoughts or fantasies of suicide? You bet, baby. And I know I'm like making lighthearted of that, but I do. I really do. I just have to mask it, because that's what us people who are suicidal do. We mask the depression. So, have you ever fantasized about murdering another person? Sometimes. I think it's pretty common. Especially somebody you just hate so much, you just want to see them just like, Have you ever fantasized about murdering a family member? No. But I have fantasized about basically bringing them near death to help them understand, like, this is your one life. You need to make better choices. So, near death and death, we'll say yeah. Would you consider yourself to be an evil person? No. I'm not an evil person. I've never... I feel like I don't deserve the things I get and the people I have. You know, I feel like I am not a good enough person for them, but I don't think I'm evil. I've always imagined myself as evil, but I can't do people harm. Like, not in the traditional sense, I guess. So, no, not an evil person. Well, that's interesting. Maybe I am. Would you consider yourself to be a resentful person? Not really. I mean, I do think about certain traumas of my past, and I do kind of resent people involved. But as I've gotten older, I've come to realize that that's just holding me back from growth. So I'm not resentful. I never really was, but when it came to like certain people, I had some ideas, you know, like I just had some like feelings, but I mean, it's not something I really ever carried with me. So, would you consider yourself to be an angry person? No. It's very, in fact, it's extremely 0.01% rare for me to get angry. I mean, even in the most fucked up situations where I feel like I should be mad, I don't really get mad. Like I do, like for like a split second, and then it's like, then I'm sitting there thinking like, damn, you know, like I probably did this to myself anyways. So I end up blaming myself. But the only other time I get like mad is, I guess, when I play video games, like, you know, for first-person shooters. So I mean, I don't know if that really counts as the same as getting mad, like being angry just in general. So I'm gonna take that as a no. Have you ever killed an animal? Intentionally? No. Accidentally? Yes. So I'll say yes, because it's still killing an animal. Have you ever killed a person? Nope. I probably wouldn't be here. I mean, I'm 29 years old, so I probably wouldn't be here if I did kill somebody. If you had a life-threatening disease, would you intentionally spread it to someone you hated? No. I don't think they deserve that. If you could murder one person and get away with it, would you do it? No. I don't think I could kill anybody, but I'd have to be put in that situation. So, no, I couldn't willfully kill somebody, because I feel like once I do, I won't be able to turn back from it, and it might get worse. So, if you had 3 wishes, would you give one of them away just to be kind? Yes, and it is not, I wouldn't just give it to anybody. I'd give it to someone very particular. Someone that, you know, not someone that like, you know, who I think is going to use their wish on me, but someone who I know would need it. You know, just someone who I think could really use that wish. So, yeah. Would you consider yourself to be a control freak? It's hard to say. Like, I want control in my life. Like, I want things to be able to be managed and handled, and not like wildly out of control. But I don't like, I'm not crazy about it, you know? Like, I want things like, you know, I want to be able to make sure I have money to pay bills and food to eat and blah, blah, you know, make gas in the car, you know, and try to get to work. You know, I think being a control freak and probably being responsible is 2 different things. I'm sure it is. But, I mean, I guess not. If in the traditional sense of like just controlling everything around you, no. I don't really control everything around me. No one is ever truly in control. That is true. Have you ever seen a ghost? I think. I could be wrong, but I feel like there have been times that I probably have. But I think is not on air. So I don't know whether to put yes or no. I mean, that's what's so hard. I feel like there should be a I don't know or no answer on here. But I get that it defeats the purpose of that. So I guess I'm not lying here, because I can't say for sure. So I'm just going to put no. Are you sure? That's why I don't know. You woke up to a spider crawling across your eyes. Would you scream? I would freak the fuck out, but I wouldn't scream. So no. If you had one day to live, would you do something incredibly selfish or potentially harmful to others? I thought about that, but I don't think I could ever do it. I'm not going to tell you what I think I would do, but because it's my idea. But no, I don't think I could. I would just probably try to make the best of it. Are you afraid of another person in your life? Not that I know of. I don't think I really know anybody in my current life that is potentially harmful to me that I'm scared of. So I guess not. Have you ever been physically assaulted? No. I don't think I have. I've done pretty good about not getting in any situation where I'm assaulted, so. Do you sometimes feel alone even when you're in a room full of people? Yes, I do. Talk to me. If I told you that your life matters very little in the grand scheme of things, would you be upset by that? No. I've been talking that talk for a long time now. If I told you that you're unique, you're special, and there's a very good reason you're still alive, would you believe me? Well, considering you're a video game character programmed to ask that question, probably not. But if, like, I don't know, if an angel came down and said that or something, then maybe, you know, or a demon, whoever, something supernatural came out of nowhere and said, hey, you're special. So, yeah, no. If I told you that you won't be alive much longer, would that frighten you? It would sadden me and scare me. Yeah, I guess it would frighten me. It would make me sad, but it would scare me a little bit because I feel like I wouldn't be ready. It should. Okay. Thank you. If I told you that you aren't playing a game right now, would you know that I was telling you the truth? I don't know. That's the thing. I mean, I guess technically that is the truth, because this is basically supposed to be a whole collective thing that's supposed to have an unveiling later on in the future. So, I suppose, yeah, this isn't a game. Do you realize that your fate revolves around how you decide to answer these questions? Yeah, you've clarified that. Do you get the sense that I might be a living entity, not just on your screen, but in your room with you right at this moment? No. No. If you were already dead, would you want me to tell you? Yeah, sure. If I'm dead, then I can be... Well, if that's the thing, if I'm dead right now, how long have I been dead? Because then I guess I would technically be truly immortal, wouldn't I? But yeah, I would want to know. When you started playing this game, did you realize that you opened a portal from the spirit world to your world? No. Do you know how to shut a spirit portal once it opens? No. In order to shut a spirit portal, it requires a living sacrifice. Do you have any pets? Yeah. Would you mind losing your pets? You know, in this case, probably. Or no, I probably wouldn't mind. She hates me. My cat, she hates me. I mean, I don't think I could, honestly. Let's be real here. I don't think I could. But for the sake of the game, we'll just say yeah. Or no, we wouldn't mind. Interesting. Have you noticed any strange movements occurring out of the corner of your eye? No. Surprisingly, for the first time. Have your feet ever been pulled while you were sleeping? No. But I do think about it sometimes. That's why I always cover my feet when I sleep. Are you afraid of dolls? No. I've been around porcelain dolls, you know, the ones that are creepy and the eyes look like they move. I've been around those. They're not scary. You get used to them. Do clowns make you uncomfortable? No. But I do think it's an interesting job. Have you ever felt like someone was holding you down while you were alone in bed? No. I don't want to jinx myself here, but I don't think I've ever... what is it called? I don't think I've ever been under sleep paralysis. Usually when I wake up in the middle of the night, or whatever, or when I'm about to fall asleep, I guess, because that's usually when it happens. Is when you're in the medium between falling asleep and still awake. I usually wake up and feel everything, because usually my body would jerk me awake, so my muscles are in full swing. But when I do lay in bed sometimes and it's like really dark in here, I can look in the corner and I see like a mass of black. Like you can see the rest of the room just fine. But there's like always that corner, and for me it's this corner back here. It's just a mass of black. And I don't know why, you know? It's just that's the darkest part of the room. You know, I can understand this side not being dark because my keyboard is illuminated at night. Like, I turn off the monitors, but my keyboard is still illuminated. But the rest of the room, I don't know. I can see over there. And obviously, I sleep right here, which obviously for me, not for you guys. But I sleep over here. So I'm not worried about anything above my head. I can see the ceiling just fine. But it's always right here. If I wake up in the dead of night and like the TV is off, I can't see in that corner. And so it always bothers me. But yeah, I've never been under sleep paralysis, you know? So. Do you ever feel like you're being watched? Sometimes, but I think I've dismissed the idea, so no. Do you suffer from extreme bouts? Yes. Do you ever feel like there might be an unseen force draining you of energy? Yes. They say that if you break a mirror that you receive 7 years of bad luck. Do you believe that? No. But that doesn't mean I haven't broken a mirror either, because I don't think I've broken a mirror. So, have you ever broken it? No. Do you realize that mirrors are typically used as gateways to the spirit realm, and breaking one accidentally can open that gateway up, thus contributing to your bad luck? I didn't know that, but I did know that. I've seen Ghost Adventures, even though the show's kind of fake. I've seen it. I knew it about the spirit realm, but that's about it. See, now I'm hearing shit. So, I'll just say yes. Have you ever heard voices around you when you were alone? Yeah. Do you ever hear strange knocking noises when you're alone? No. I just usually hear, like, things moving. Like, maybe... Like, I think the air just cut off, or maybe it cut on, and so I heard it, but that's about it. I heard that. Do you believe in a higher power? Yeah. Do you believe that you have a soul? That's debatable, but I'll say yeah. Does the thought of being chased make you uncomfortable? I suppose so. I've never really been chased, so yeah. When a phone rings, do you answer it immediately? I try to, so yeah. Do you feel like your dead relatives are watching over you? I deceive myself in thinking so. So, yeah. If your mother or father randomly attempted to kill you, would you be able to handle taking their life in self-defense? No, I wouldn't be able to handle it, because I would try to talk them out of doing it. You know? Do you love yourself? No. 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 Do you hate yourself? Yeah. Yeah. Do you ever randomly get a chill up your spine? No. Do you ever feel the presence of someone else with you when you know for certain that you're alone? No, actually. I really do feel alone. You're never alone. Alright, well thanks for telling me that. Do bugs randomly start showing up in your house and disappear as quickly as they came? No. They usually stick around. They usually stick around. Have your pets ever acted strangely, as if there's an invisible person somewhere near them? Well, I have a cat, so... That's a hard question. Because cats look at random shit all the time, and... You could assume for 5 seconds that maybe they're looking at a ghost, but the reality is they're probably seeing something that we probably can't see at all. So, I'll just say yeah, because who knows? Do objects randomly move around your house when you're not around? I I don't know. I have no idea. Usually everything's about where I see it before I leave for work, so. Do doors around you open or shut seemingly on their own? No. Do your lights ever turn on or off on their own? No. Do you ever wake up to your name being called? No. Do you feel alone right now? Yeah. You're not. Okay. Well, thank you. Do marks or bruises randomly appear on your body? I will say sometimes I think I'd probably scratch myself when I sleep, but that only happens very few and far in between. So I don't know whether to be truthful about this, because truthfully, it doesn't happen like all the time. It's like very rare. I can't even tell you the last time it happened. So I guess no. We'll just say no. Are you afraid of anyone in your family? No. Do you trust everyone you meet? I try to. So, yeah, we'll say yeah. Do you truly 100% trust everyone in your life? No. I'll say no to that one. Because I don't truly, but I try to give them the benefit of the doubt. Do you believe that one day you'll be taken from this life unexpectedly? Yeah. Do you believe in an afterlife? I want to believe. I don't want to believe that this is it for us. I want to believe that there's got to be something more. I know it's very far-fetched if you think logically. Like, if you were to think on a scientific level, life, death, that's it, you know? You're born and you die. But I want to believe that there's more to all of this, that there's something beyond this. So, I'll say yes. Have you ever walked through a cemetery? Yeah. Have you ever been to a funeral? Yeah, sadly. Have you ever watched someone die? No. I think I'm pretty fortunate on that level, but I don't know. I've been getting a lot of firsts in my life. I wouldn't say recently, but in my adult life, I've been getting a lot of firsts. So, who knows? Have you ever taken something personal from someone that you knew you shouldn't have? Probably. Do you feel like someone close to you comes to you in your dreams? Actually, no. I usually dream about people I've never seen. Do you dream often? Recently, yeah. Do you always lock your doors? No. Are you positive that your doors are locked right now? I think I said that they weren't locked. Have you ever noticed something watching you through your window? No, I've never noticed anything watching me through my window. Do you feel someone behind you right now? No. But now you got me paranoid. But then again, I could just check. Nothing there. Do you hear any strange noises in your room? No. Would you like to know exactly when you're gonna die? Sure, tell me. Would you like to know exactly how you're going to die? Sure, tell me. Have you noticed any hidden messages within these questions? Then I'm gonna die. And I mean, everything's been pretty like close subject with each question. There hasn't really been anything that stood out to me. So no. Have you ever experienced demonic activity in your home? No, not that I know of. If I told you that your guardian angel is being held captive and tortured, and that you're all alone right now, would you believe me? No. I don't believe that for a second. Do you feel like you're being haunted? No. I feel like I'm being cursed. That's not the same thing. Haunted is, you know, when like crazy shit, like, you know, ghosts like making appearances or doing certain things. I feel like I'm being cursed. Like somebody has a voodoo doll of me and it's just like, hey, today is gonna be your shitty day. So, no. Do you believe in aliens? Yeah. Yeah. Do you believe that a zombie apocalypse is possible? No. I feel like as ready as we are, I feel like depending on the apocalypse, we could handle it. Do you believe in vampires? I want to. I want to so bad. Did you know that statistically you will come in contact with 3 or more serial killers at some point in your life? Yeah, I've seen something like that. Did you know that out of every 100 people you meet, statistically, one of them is a psychopath? Yeah, I don't doubt it. Have you ever wished you were dead? More than I can count. Are you afraid of death? Yeah. Are you afraid of everyone you know and love dying around you? Controversial question, or actually controversial answer. No, I'm not afraid of it. Because it's natural, you know? I mean, it's sad when, like, someone dies prematurely. But, I mean, we all have a time on this earth. And so that's why they say make the best of it. So, I'm not afraid of anyone I know dying. I just don't want them suffering, you know? I'll make a note of that. Alright. Are you afraid of permanently losing your memory? I think it's a scary thought, but at the same time, you wouldn't think anything of it. Because you wouldn't know. So, I'll say yeah. Are you afraid of your loved ones permanently losing their memories? I mean, it would suck, but I wouldn't be afraid of that, I guess. I wouldn't be, like, worried about that. So, no. If I told you that at the end of this session, there's a chance that you will be sacrificed to the demons you've unleashed, would that thought make you uncomfortable? Probably. I'll say yeah. Yeah. Did you know that you've unleashed demons by agreeing to play this game? Probably. I've seemed to have made a lot of mistakes in my life, so this doesn't seem that far-fetched. Did you know that this isn't a game? Apparently you've told me. Or at least incentivized that, so yeah. Does it make you uncomfortable knowing that 6 out of 12 playtesters who tested this game in early stages experienced prolonged demonic activity in their homes, and 3 of them are now deceased? No. I'm not actually feeling uncomfortable at all about that. Rip, Hillary Phillips, Jason Graham, and Peter Grisham. Your contribution will forever be valued. You will be forever missed. Thank you for everything. Those were the goats right there. Have you ever used a Ouija board? No, but I owned one, but my friend has it and he never gave it back. So, no, I haven't used it. Have you ever made contact with the other side? I've tried. And not in any, like, Ouija board or spirit medium type way, but just talking. You know, and I think it's kind of therapeutic, even if it's, like, nothing's responding. I haven't made contact, but I've tried, so I'll say no. Have you ever had a pet who's passed away far before its time? Yeah. Have you ever had thoughts that were not your own, as if you're hearing someone else's voice in your head? Sometimes. Here. Does your back, neck, or shoulders often feel heavy or weighed down? No. I'm sure they would if I ever got a massage. Do you have a habit of starting something, but for some reason can't seem to find a motivation? Yeah, I have ADHD. Do you get sick easily? No. Do things typically end poorly for you even when they've been going really well? Yeah. Do you feel tired and just wish you could sleep all the time? Yeah. Do you sometimes have difficulty sleeping? Yeah. Do you often lack motivation even though you really want to be productive? Yeah. Do you often have negative thoughts that you wish could prevent from entering your mind? Oh yeah. Yeah, I do. Do you get irritated easily? Yeah. Lately, yeah. Are your friendships or relationships often strained? They feel strained, so I'll say yeah. Are you unlucky in your love life and typically drawn to partners who just aren't good for you? I don't know. I think my partners, everyone I've been with quite a few throughout my life. And I guess looking at my adult life and my partners then, a lot of them have been great. I don't think there's ever really been one I've ever really regretted. I mean, there's a couple, but I mean, I don't really truly regret them. So, I am unlucky in my love life. But I don't think I'm drawn to partners who just aren't good for me. It's usually the other way around. I'm not good for them. We'll just say yes, because the first part is true. Do you often have ominous dreams? Not often. It's very far and few in between, but we'll just say yeah. You sometimes have dreams that you could have sworn were real, but you have no way of explaining how they'd be real? No. Have you ever had an imaginary friend? I tried. Couldn't do it. It was hard to commit. It was hard to commit to. When you're feeling happy, do you sometimes get a sudden burst of negative energy and the happiness? Yeah. Are you afraid of someone coming into your room and sneaking up behind you while you're not paying attention? Yeah. Wow. Oh, don't mind, Helgra. She's only dangerous if you start seeing her around your house once your session has ended. Okay. Good to know. That's probably a pretty good place for us to stop the simple segment of our questionnaire and move on to the more gritty questions. Okay. Well, while we're about to do that, drink some water. This next set of questions will not be yes or no answers. The next portion of our session will be filled with various scenarios that put you smack dab in the middle of vital choice making. Familiar stuff. We'll see how well you handle your options as you delve deep into each scenario. Remember, the key to all this is to answer honestly. Let's get started. Okay. Let me get comfortable here. You and your friends are using a Ouija board. You ask, is there anyone here? Suddenly, the planchette moves to the word yes. What do you do? Yell at your friends, stop moving the planchette, lift up your hands, quickly say goodbye and stop using the board. Ask with whom you're speaking to. I would ask who I'm speaking to. Very interesting choice. You and your friends are sitting around a campfire. You hear a woman scream in the woods. It sounds very close. It's too dark to hike back to the car safely, and no one has cell phone service. What do? Send a couple of people to get service help. Send a couple of people to investigate the sound. Everyone split up between investigating, getting help, and staying at the camp. Everyone gets in the tent for the night until morning. Yeah, we'll probably do this. Especially if you send somebody out to go get help. You know, they'll send a search party. Really now. You and your dog are curled up watching a movie for the night in complete darkness. Out of nowhere, your dog starts barking at the window. None of the usual commands to get your dog's attention works or seems to calm it down. Suddenly, your dog starts snarling and snapping as if there's someone acting aggressively and menacing towards it. Your dog's snarls end up with a quick and painful yelp as it runs back towards you in fear. What do? Immediately call an emergency contact number, open the window to see if there's anyone there, sit quietly and stare at the window, grab your dog and run upstairs. I would probably grab my dog and run upstairs. Staring at the window is just a terrifying idea that something might come through. Especially if I'm alone with my dog. I'm not exactly brave, so I would probably grab dog and run upstairs. Interesting choice. You're working late one night at the office and it's very quiet in the building. You keep seeing something out of the corner of your eye, but you can't quite catch what it is. Suddenly, you smell the aroma of fresh coffee brewing, but you're certain no one is around. You then hear an unfamiliar voice say your name. You look around you, but no one is there. The lights in the office begin to flicker, printers and fax machines begin to turn on by themselves, and you hear the sound of children laughing. What do? Run out of the office as fast as I can, ask out loud who's there, grab the nearest weapon-like object and stand in the corner of the room, continue working as if everything's perfectly normal. This is fine. No, I'd probably run in the office. Oh, huh. That should lead to an interesting outcome. Okay. It's the holiday season and you're at your parents' house helping with dinner. You all hear a door slam shut upstairs, but everyone is downstairs. What do? Offer to investigate the noise yourself. Just explain that it was probably just a breeze. Send someone else to go investigate. Investigate the noise, but bring someone with you. I would do that. We'll see how that plays out for you. Okay. You're camping with your partner in the woods, laying in your tent together. You hear something approach your tent. You quickly look out to investigate, but nothing is there. You zip the tent back up, and suddenly something immediately unzips your tent. What do? Sit in the tent and wait to see who or what is out there. Ask who's there and tell them to get away. Jump through the tent opening to tackle what's out there. Wake your partner up and tell them to run. I would wake them up, but I wouldn't tell them to run. I'd just say, hey, something happened. But that's the only option I think I could do. Ah, very interesting. You're riding your bike down the street and you pass a home or a house. You notice a clown walking to their car in the driveway, struggling to carry a very heavy bag. When he catches you staring, he snaps. If you keep staring, you'll end up like this. The clown lifts the heavy bag up over his shoulder and tosses it into the trunk before shutting it closed. What do you do? Ride home as quickly as I can, call an emergency contact number immediately, ask the clown what's in the bag, ride up to the clown and attack him. I'd probably ride home as quickly as I can, but part of me, my extroverted side of me would want to ask what is in the bag, but because he was a dick to me, I would say that riding home would be the better option. Should have asked him for a balloon. You're driving home alone at night with your high beams on, not another car in sight. As you turn around the bend, you see a middle-aged woman on the side of the road, naked and bleeding profusely from her head. What do? Just keep on driving, none of my business. Immediately stop the car and tell her to get in. Stop the car, get out, see if she needs help. Cautiously pull over, talk to her through the window. I would do that. Because you don't know, maybe it's a setup, you know? I wonder what happens next. You're home alone making dinner. The TV is on low in the background. You hear your name in a whisper, but you can't place its location. You look around and don't see anyone, but then you hear it again. Closer. What do? Grab a kitchen knife and prepare to defend yourself? Call out who's there, stop playing games, run out of the house and don't look back. Ignore it and continue cooking dinner. I would probably ignore it and continue cooking dinner. Like, I'm not that big of a scaredy cat, but if I heard it, I would probably think that maybe it was in my head. So, I knew you were going to say that. You're laying in bed at night and finally drift off to sleep. You're having a lovely dream and suddenly you're awakened by something grabbing hold of your leg and shaking you to consciousness. What do? My feet wildly and lift them onto the bed and wait. Jump out of bed and look under it. Run out of your room as fast as you can. Call for help and hope that someone hears you. Well, I don't sleep alone in bed, so I don't have to worry about this. But I would probably kick my feet wildly and lift them onto the bed and wait. I wouldn't look under the bed. I would actually turn on the light, but there's no option for that. So we'll just say this one. I'll make a note of that. You're walking through the grocery store at night, but nobody's in the store. It's completely empty. No customers, no cashiers, everyone has vanished. Suddenly, you see a tall, dark man staring at you. He begins to sprint towards you. What do? Turn around and run out of the store, grab the nearest weapon-like object and wait. Run at him and attempt to tackle him head on. Shout at him. Shout at him and tell him that you've got a gun. This seems like the more plausible answer, but I think because there's nobody in there, I don't think it's going to matter. So I would turn around and run out of the store. That's the only thing I can think of, because nobody's in there, so why stay? Why try to help in this situation any at all? Interesting. We'll see if that works. You're in the bathtub at home, and suddenly the bathroom lights turn off. The bathroom door begins to unlock itself, and the door slowly creaks open, but no one is standing there. What do? Ask if someone is there and stay in the bath. Get out of the bath and run out quickly. Get out of the bath and wait in the bathroom. Attempt to climb out of your bathroom window. I'm gonna get out of the bath and wait. It's the only thing you can do. You ever seen that movie, Darkness Falls? That guy went into the bathroom because crazy shit was going down. And the only thing that saved him was that the light was on. Because if you're in the dark, she'll get you. The Tooth Fairy. I wonder what's waiting for you. I'm watching you. Interesting decisions you've made. I think it's about time we move on. There's one last set of questions I'd like you to answer. You may not wish to choose an answer to many of these, but you must. No matter how uncomfortable the answers might be, just imagine a gun to your head when making a decision. You must answer. Well, if they're very personal and sexual in nature, I mean, we'll see what happens. Now let us continue. Would you rather kill or eat your best friend, or let your best friend kill and eat you? I'd kill and eat my best friend. I ain't letting them eat me. Would you rather fight a serial killer to death or attempt to run away and escape? I'd attempt to run away. At least try. Would you rather kill both of your parents to save all of your friends, or kill all of your friends to save both your parents? I would probably kill both my parents. Um, because I feel like it's necessary because your friends have so much to live for. I mean, thinking about my friends, they have a whole life. You know, they have their lives ahead of them. You know, and to kill all my friends just to keep my parents alive just doesn't make sense. Especially if they might die, you know, fairly soon. You know, I just feel like it would be in my better interest to spare my friends. So, would you rather be stuck on a rooftop and surrounded by a horde of zombies down below you, or be stuck in a cabin with a large pack of hungry wolves surrounding the outside? The wolves don't sound so bad because I think you could manage to kill a wolf and eat it if for some reason one managed to get in. But at the same time, if a bunch of wolves did break in and you're in a cabin, you can't go up. I mean, it's pretty much over. So, um, being stuck on a rooftop surrounded by zombies sounds alright because they just wouldn't really climb. So, you know, I'll go with a better option. And depending on the type of zombies, you could outrun them and get food. Would you rather be abducted by aliens or abducted by a serial killer? Aliens, because not all aliens are bad. You know, the idea that aliens are just monsters is just preposterous. Would you rather be possessed by a demon or hack apart the person you love the most, or the and hack apart the person you love the most, or the person you love the most possessed and let them kill you? I'd rather. Is it bad of me to say I'd rather be the possessed by the demon? Yeah. Would you rather hijack a plane and crash it into the ocean, or be on a plane that gets hijacked and crashed? Either just doesn't seem plausible because you're gonna. I feel like either way, especially at the speed the plane. I mean, if I hijack the plane, here's the thing: if I hijack the plane, which is strange to say, and I don't really mean I'm gonna hijack a plane, but according to the question, if I was to hypothetically hijack a plane pertaining to the question, um, I would rather do it because at least you could crash it in a way that it might not be life threatening. You know, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'll hijack a plane. Per question, would you rather be caught in the middle of a gang war or caught in the middle of two lions fighting? You know what? Gang war, because at least you have a chance of surviving. Would you rather be stranded in the middle of the ocean or in the middle of the ocean in open water while slightly bleeding, or be stranded in the middle of the desert while heavily bleeding? Um, Maybe the ocean, because you might be able to have salvation. You might be able to survive. I don't think there's patrols out in the desert, so. Would you rather be captured by modern day pirates or be captured by pirates from the 1700s? You know what? No, I didn't mean to choose that. I was going to choose the 1700s, but it's whatever. Would you rather die of starvation or die of dehydration? Dehydration. Would you rather have to fend off a home intruder in your house or be surrounded by fire in your own house? Fire. I feel like getting out would be a little bit easier. Would you rather ingest an extremely toxic mushroom or get bitten by an equally dangerous venomous snake? Maybe the mushroom. Either way, you're probably gonna die. Would you rather visit a haunted insane asylum with no lights or visit a haunted circus with no lights? I feel like the circus is not as bad. I mean, it's not asking if I would go alone, so I would have friends. So yeah, I'd probably visit a haunted circus. Would you rather be haunted by a very angry ghost or a very neutral demon? You know, a neutral demon, because at least you don't always have to expect bad things to happen all the time. Would you rather eat your favorite pet in order to survive a dangerous situation or eat a complete stranger's body? Neither, but I'll choose a pet. Would you rather be stabbed 3 times in each leg or be stabbed once in the stomach? I'll take the legs. It's probably not an ideal thing, but I'll take the legs. Would you rather have your head held under cold water for 3 minutes or have your head plunged in boiling water for 10 seconds? Cold water. I can at least hold my breath or attempt to, so yeah. Would you rather die alone, or would you rather die surrounded by all of your friends and family? I would like to be surrounded by friends and family, but it is what it is. Would you rather have 3 dozen live spiders funnel down your throat, or let half a dozen live scorpions crawl in your body? Well, it doesn't specifically say what kind of spiders, but if they were daddy long legs, 3 dozen though. Oh man. Ah, you know what? I'll take the scorpion stings. 6 of them, why not? Would you rather stay in an extremely haunted mansion for 72 hours, or attempt to survive in your own house with a serial killer for 24? The haunted mansion, because it's just haunted, and it isn't trying to kill me. It just wants me to leave. Would you rather sleep in a cellar that a known witch used to live in for one night, or sleep in an abandoned hospital that's notoriously haunted for one night? I guess a witch's cellar wouldn't be so bad. Would you rather know that someone has been watching you in your room this entire time, or be completely oblivious to them standing there? Know that someone is watching me as I play this. Yeah, I'll just be completely oblivious to it. I mean, if they're watching me, so what? You know, look at me. Whoa, am I so special? I find your answers to be very revealing. I've learned a lot, as I'm sure you will soon as well. Let me take a look at you as a whole and dive deep into what fate has in store for you. So here we go. Ah, yes, I believe we have come to a verdict. Based on what you've told me, I've come to a conclusion. This is how I can see your life ending. Oh, well, this is rather unfortunate, I would imagine. I see you, fast asleep, completely oblivious. Footsteps begin to approach the room in which you're sleeping. You have no idea what's about to happen. You don't even awake. Footsteps approach you. They stop at your unconscious body. A tall, dark man wearing ragged black clothes stands above you, staring down at you as you sleep. He strokes your cheek gently as he watches you, but you do not awaken. He's holding something in his hand. He's holding something. Both of his hands. A stoic expression is present in his face as he lifts his left hand and begins to dump liquid from a red container around your sleeping area. He's carrying a gas can and he's dousing you in gasoline. In his other hand, he holds an old rusty blowtorch. After sufficiently coating your covers and the surrounding area in gas, he turns on the blowtorch and lights it aflame. You're still asleep for a few moments until he tosses the gas can aside and grips a large curved meat hook strapped to his belt loop. He raises the meat hook up high before coming down with it, planting it right into your chest. The dark man rips the meat hook away with one swift motion as you awaken to the sensation of flesh and muscle being ripped and torn from your chest. The man stares into your eyes as you scream, soaking up your agony for a brief moment before he leaps through the flames and runs out of your home. It doesn't take long before you're completely surrounded by flames and your legs begin to burn. Your skin is melting and crackling quickly across your body. Your death goes on for moments, but feels like an eternity as you're cooked alive. But it doesn't have to end this way. It's not too late for you to skip your fate. You must keep your windows locked or blocked in the coming weeks. You must keep your door locked as well. If you hear a knock at the door and you're not expecting a visitor, then do not answer. I'm never expecting a visitor, but people come over. So, if it sounds like someone is attempting to open your door, make it known that you're home, but do not open it. The man is there to test your home's defenses and to see if there's a way to easily and quietly, or if there's a way in easily and quietly. However, the man will not risk his face being exposed unless he's secured his kill. You must leave the door locked and wait for him to attempt to enter your home and test your door and scare him away by showing that you're awake. He will not attempt to enter your home again after the single failed attempt, but you best be awake when he comes. You'll only get one chance to change your fate. And believe me, he will come. I hope this helps you. I wish the best of luck. Your secret word is gasoline. Remember this word. This will come in handy. Take the secret word that has been assigned to you at the end of the session and leave it in the comments for us. Okay, yeah. You know the drill. I'll be afraid. This is opportunity. Yeah. We do not wish to be able... Yeah. Thank you for taking the time to support us. We greatly appreciate your feedback and support. And in the third and final installment of the test series, all will be finally revealed. We look forward to reading your thoughts and feelings, as it will help... Yeah. We've read this in the confession. Okay. Alright, so that was... Horrorscope. Fatal Awakening. Right? So this is apparently the second game. So the first one was the Horoscope. This is the second one. I think the third one is going to be the test. The hypothesis or whatever. There's a lot of, I was hoping this would be gone already. Somebody's name was Deathclaw Cock. Did you see that? Go back and look. Alright, cool. Okay, so I did the Horoscope and this one. So I think I'm not doing this in order, but I don't think it really matters because, you know, it's still fun to do, essentially. And there's nothing canonical about it in any way. So yeah, this was the Horoscope Fatal Awakening. While I used an hour of my voice, I will say I enjoyed this. It was a little bit creepy, but overall, it was a fun experience, and I can't wait to do the last one that I have. Because I have one more. I think it's called The Test or something like that. But, you know, I'll play it, obviously. So, yeah. This was an interesting game. So if you guys want to play it yourself, I'll put it in the description below. I think you'll have to buy it, so there's that. But I guess with that being said, I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day. Drink plenty of water, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.